with us. When was the last time you spoke to government about trying to get this strike resolved?
I think we spoke to government back in January. It's been many months. The government is trying to remain aloof, but of course in the contracts they have with the train operating companies, they are directly responsible, and they're responsible for this deadlock and responsible for the fact that there's not a settlement. They've cost the country nearly £5 billion in the course of this dispute. They've given the train operating companies £900 million in subsidies, and they've allowed them to pay £160 million of dividends over the last 2 years. So they're entirely responsible, but like Pontius Pilate, they want to wash their hands of it.
I mean, they will, of course, say that you and your members have cost the country by going out on strike. You say there's an impasse and the government are the ones being the roadblock. What is it exactly that the government aren't allowing the rail delivery group to do?
Well, the government has contracts with all these companies that say that the Secretary of State, Mark Harper, is directly responsible for industrial relations, their negotiating stance and the conduct of the dispute. So they are demanding that our members put up with below-inflation pay rises. We haven't had a pay rise for 4 years now, and they've offered 5%, when inflation over that period has probably been 25%. They want to cut thousands of jobs out of the system. They want to shut every booking office in Britain. They want to get rid of catering. They want to get rid of engineering jobs. So there are a whole host of changes that they want to bring in, which will be detrimental to the public and the service on the railway and the railway's future, and they're directly responsible for that. But of course they've got a dogmatic approach to workers' wages. They're making working people poorer all over the country, and everywhere outside of Mark Harper's remit we've got settlements. We've got settlements in Scotland, we've got settlements in Wales, we've even got settlements with the private sector rail operators and the bus companies and everybody else we deal with, except where the Tory government controls the industry. We've got no settlement and we've got strikes.
Mick, you had a list